Hi, I'm David Atkins,
Amila Mamuzu.
I'm Jenny Klitsch.
I'm Maria Rinaldi.
and we are the Ghost Diary development team. As students at Turing, we're always under constant pressure, and I often find myself wondering if others have gone through the same emotions that I'm feeling right now. For example, are people celebrating wins every once in a while, or are they stressed out when I am as well? Now that we've gone remote, it's harder than ever to stay connected with everyone else. So Ghost Diary aims to mitigate this problem. We begin with logging in. We can log in with GitHub. You don't have to make an account. And now we're on the main page. Ghost Diary is a microblogging service, but the posts are organized by the day and the week of a particular program. So right now we're looking at all the posts that have been made on Tuesday, a vacation week, in backend mod 3. And this could also mean that we're looking at posts made several years ago by students when they were going through their own Tuesday of their own vacation week of month 3. Clicking on the ghost will allow us to see a random post that was made on this day. And some of these ghosts have different colors. That's because the ghosts are colored based on the tone of the body of the post. Making a post is very simple. We just click on this icon, we write something here, then we hit submit. And now that post is going to live in Tuesday vacation week of mod 3. And maybe future cohorts will be able to see that post when they're on their own Tuesday of their vacation week. Clicking on the body of the post will allow us to leave reactions. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a few reactions here. I can relate, and I also like this post. Users are able to see a list of all the posts they made, and it's here where they're able to see how others have reacted to their posts. I'm also logged in as an administrator right now, and administrators are able to see a list of every post made by all users across all programs. And here they're able to delete posts. That concludes the live demonstration of Ghost Diary. Next, we're going to talk about the technologies we used to make it happen.
This slide maps out the interactions between the technologies that make up our application. So we have it deployed to Heroku, which is where you can go to see it in production. And we also have our login authentication through GitHub, because this app was designed for Turing students, and all Turing students are required to have a GitHub account. For our database, we use PostgreSQL in a Ruby on Rails app with Materialize as the front end framework, which allows us, this app allows us to connect to 2 different APIs. The first one being the Turing calendar, where we can grab the current day and week of the module, and also the IBM Watson Tone Analyzer, which we connect to through our microservice, which is our Sinatra app, which receives the post being created and its text, sends it to the API, and which returns back the given tone for that post. And for our background workers, we also use Sidekick and Redis. That is all of the technologies and their interactions for our application.
And for continuous integration, we use Travis CI with the 4 of us pushing and pulling code several times a day. This prevented us from unnecessary headaches and merge conflicts, and also helped us detect and locate possible errors pretty quickly. And we also use GitHub to automatically deploy to Heroku whenever a pull request was merged.
Now we'll tell you about some challenges we faced throughout the projects and some new things that we learned. The first challenge was the overall inception of the project. This is the first time we've all designed something from scratch. So we had to go back to the drawing board after some trial and error and make sure everything was set up the way we wanted it to be.
Another challenge we faced was with testing our app. As the scope of our app grew, we found that our test suite kept getting outdated, and a lot of work had to be put into updating all those tests. And one way we were able to mitigate this was to figure out how to use doubles in order to stub HTTP requests.
We also had issues with our API consumption, specifically the IBM Watson Tone Analyzer. The issue was around the post, where it was given a tone back for every single sentence in the post, which led to kind of having multiple tones for a single post. And in order to address this, we were able to figure out how to give the right params in our Faraday connection in order to return just one post for the whole body, one tone for the whole body of a post.
And another challenge that we faced was the changing color of the ghost bodies depending on the mood of the post. Initially, we were excited about using JavaScript and jumped right in for this feature, but after a lot of trial and error, we realized that using HTML and CSS was the more efficient route to choose.
As far as future iterations on this app, we'd like to continue fixing bugs as we see them. And we'd like to make this a responsive web design. Right now, this is a web app, but we'd like it to make it compatible for phones as well. And we'd like to expose our API so that other users will have access to our data.
That concludes our presentation on Ghost Diary. All of our GitHub and LinkedIn handles are written on the screen in case you'd like to contact any of us. And if you want to see the app in production, you can visit turingghostdiary.herokuapp.com. Thanks for watching.